Okay. What's up, Mohammed? Good morning. How you doing, buddy? Good things lined up here. Vacations are very good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Corsair took a beautiful earnings report, did something with it. Riot Blockchain and GBTC are next on the list, up 8%. IBD says futures mixed as oil rebounds. Less alts, more BTC. And it goes that way. It's not too bad, Mohammed. You just gotta figure out which alts you got, and then yeah, it just depends on alts you got, man. I mean, and what you're doing. If you're just trading for pops or trading longer term, I think both are good longer term if you have the good ones. PLL. Okay, so pretty mixed here today. Moderna. Moderna looking pretty nice. All right, Soxel down here, Roblox down here, Zoom down here. Nvidia's been on fire. How's Nvidia doing? Okay. Hanging out right now. Sell H. It's not what I wanted to click on. Sell H back into the base after the secondary announcement. Pretty hard. But hopefully that's the low. Let me open Slack up. See what people are looking at in the stocks channel. Yeah, nothing in stocks. Let me go. Nothing new in stocks. ZNTE. So JJ's got. ZNT Acquisition Corp. Geez, talk about a lot of accumulation, huh? Kind of steadily climbing here. Not sure why JJ's talking about that one. The Advanced Mobility Investment Dashboard. Oh, air mobility. Oh, that's cool. Let's check that out. What is this one? Joby Aviation, Lilium. Okay. AMC. Which triangle? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, you know what? The consolidation actually wasn't too bad in reality. Like, it's not bad at all. We got another huge pop, but I mean, all the action here isn't necessarily mad topping action. So you can probably still hang with it. Yeah. Not too bad overall. Riot looks like just took a pop up. GBTC did not. How's Corsair doing? Selling off from that big pop? Yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. Looks like we got some resistance right there. Where's my... not touching things for a week is interesting. And then I can't find my glasses today. So I'm running glassesless. Looking for my glasses for the last 10 minutes. Can't find anything. My glasses, I mean. Alright, so SI not having a good day. FUV out of those nice lows down there pretty nicely. Alright, let's see. Soxel in a bull flag still? Yes, it is. Not sure if it's time to break out of it yet, though. We just kind of hit top of the range. Looks like we're selling off. Okay, there's the XPI. Out of some lows above the key moving averages. That's good. Oh, excuse me. All right, Tesla snow. Okay. Trying to catch up with Tesla right now. All right, Tesla chilling on the lower part of the supporting wedge and rising at the moment. All right, so Tesla failing to break lower. May just be consolidating until moves higher. Let's just try to work on this consolidation to move lower, but so far nothing doing. But I'm still going lower, small cup and handle right here. All in all, not too bad. All right, so there's your bottom day, and then we're just hanging out. She just said sell H stock split. I think he's a little confused. It's not a stock split. It's a secondary announcement. That's ominous. That was 3 days ago. There's no news on here today for sell H. Yeah, public offering of common stock. So JJ mentioned a split, but it's actually not a split. All right, so Nasdaq's sitting at all-time highs. Let's take a look at the indexes. Take a look at the Qs, the SPY, all-time highs. The Dow Jones actually rolling over a tiny bit. Oh, that's a little bit scary. That's a little scary. Nothing major yet. Dow Jones doesn't technically matter a ton, but it still kind of does. Let's take a look at the big ones. Apple. Okay, Apple still hasn't fully bounced up from the neckline here. It's looking okay though. Amazon, Microsoft. Okay. What's after Microsoft? Apple, Microsoft. Facebook. And Tesla not doing too bad. See how it deals with that 50-day coming up. Hey, what's up, Rob? Rob pops in when I'm back. Rob doesn't show up for a month, pops in the day before I leave and the day I get back. That's funny. Oh, there's square. Oh, I just missed square. There we go. Screw with this small little cup on it. It's not bad. CCJ? Is that the which one is that one? Clean air transition. Yeah, I hear you, Rob. Oh, it is uranium. Okay, there we go. Well, it's not dead yet. It's just rolling over here. Volume's actually relatively low, so I'm not super concerned about CCJ here. Although you want to see something funny, let's take a look. Um, Probably just FinViz is fine. And all those futures for different commodities are super bullish. Natural gas. On my vacation, I actually met a natural gas trader, oddly enough. This looks really good. He's just a fundamental guy. I didn't ask if he was long or short, but um, we talked generalities. But boom, right there, you got natural gas breakout happened the other day. Look at these nice volumes popping in down here. Natural gas has been pretty stable. It looks like it's headed up. And go to the weekly chart. Look right there, nice little setup. Last time it went a little bit parabolic um, towards the $5 level. So I'm not a big natural gas, trader guy, but that's pretty interesting. Yeah, you guys, yeah, let's take a look at that. You get uh, 3 times long natural gas. What's that? Can I buy that? It's got a price. Jesus. Look at that. Was that off a split? That must have been off a split. See if they have news on this thing, no? Implied volatility, is that what IB stands for? Intraday value. Okay. No volume. That's always interesting. Weird, I'm not getting any prices. You guys F? It doesn't do it justice. Must have been some crazy splits down here. It's one hell of a trade. Try and take that on. Unless you can just trade the futures directly. Futures. Um, yeah, this guy's a futures trader. Bitcoin futures are doing good. Where you at, natural gas? I'm gonna start trading some damn futures. Natural gas futures. Oh, NG. Makes sense. Initial margin. Tick value, $10. Tick size 0.001. and 3,000. It's not horrible. What is micro Bitcoin futures? Micro ES, that's cool. I don't spend too much time in the futures. There's the full on NQ. Just a huge palladium, 37,000 margin requirement. Natural gas, not too bad. Yeah, oil's doing pretty good too. The natural gas looks pretty sweet. All right, Tesla on the upswing. EX has come down a little bit. That's quad. Oh, that's you. Okay, cool. SI trying to come back a little bit. Still rolling over while the market was looking fairly healthy. That's intriguing. And then GBTC and Riot are doing pretty good there. All right, Riot blockchain appears to be trying to cross the trend line. Recent decent up move off the 200 period moving average. That's what percentage are you back to the high there, Riot? You're about 122% back to the high. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. And Tesla looks good too. There's my pens. I don't have anything where it's supposed to be yet. I rearrange my office. And there goes Riot blockchain. Okay. Yeah, great volume today for Riot blockchain. Hey, what's up, Bly? There's two Randys? And it's a very fortunate group of people here then. Very fortunate. Yes. No, San Diego was good. We had a good time until the whale watching tour thing that we did. That was an utter disaster. All right, right blockchain going for it. 16.6% now. Corsair coming down a lot off of its it's not even, wonder why that's popping. Retail investor interest in the stock. Okay, that's weird. Looks like a lot of the blockchain are up top here. See what BTCS doing. Well, it's still kind of flattening out here. 68, not going anywhere. Nothing. Yeah, Rob, seasick. I got, so my two kids got seasick pretty bad, pretty quick, like really quick, about 20 minutes in. It was a 2.5 hour ride, and then I was helping consoling my son, and in the process, I think I got seasick too. Didn't throw up though, but felt bad. Spent the whole tour looking at a trash can with my kid. Although we did see some blue whales though, so that was cool. It was trash can looking, and then blue whales, and then trash can. All right, Fox is killing it. Yeah, it is what it is. I ain't mad. Roku looks very tasty. I think this looks really tasty. Let's take a look at some Roku stuff. All right, so we got, all right, blockchain. We'll watch that. Uh, is it bad that I don't want kids? Um, bad's not the word. Oh, bad's not the word for it. I don't think that's. I don't think that's the word for it. I think it's you know, everyone's different. I think unfortunate. That's it. It's just unfortunate. Like, oh, that sucks because as a parent, you know what your other people are missing out on. Kids are cool. Yeah, their work. Yeah, you got to give up something for yourself, but it ends up being a good thing. And human species and all, yeah, population. Deep sea fishing out on Dana Point a couple years ago. I had saw blue whale heading out. Thing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we were a little far away, probably a couple hundred yards. You're not allowed to get that close. They were pretty good at tracking these things, though. Yeah, it's cool. We saw the fin go up, took some video of it and stuff. Like the mini me, not, I don't think any of them are like me. They have personality traits of their mother and me. Um, but yeah, it's not like a complete mini me. It's, I don't know. I'm a inward looking individual, and it's very interesting. I also try to also view people through that lens, and it's very interesting because my two children are very different. It's very interesting to see that dynamic and how I behave and how they behave, and trying to influence their behavior. Some people just believe in corporal punishment, just yelling at your kid. Um, I actually talk to them, my kids, quite often, and to see what motivates each kid is, and you just relate because they're just little adults, and I don't think a lot of that stuff changes over time for most general people, and it's interesting see what motivates them, and because I got one, my 7-year-old he just likes games a lot, like way too much. It's like people like drinking way too much, like that whole thing. But yeah, no, I like it from that perspective too. It's pretty cool to kind of shape a person. Hey, what up, JJ? Murder down? Yeah, a little bit. It's just kind of basing above the breakout point here, I think. I don't think it's down down. Oh yeah. A little ominous this morning, kind of broke a lower range. It'll probably bounce back up to the around the probably just under the 220. Consolidating it looks like. But yeah, definitely not the fervor on the way up that it had previously. I don't think Roku is very interesting in this area. Let's take a look at some Roku. All right, so it's been consolidating for about 4 months. Accumulation's been on tap on the smaller time frames here. Not in the daily, though. On the 15 minute. Above key moving averages. I think Roku's in a pretty good spot. Prior high is 486. Yeah, SI and AQB. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. So 34%. Okay, outperforming pretty good. Roku looks like I need to put these into. I had a thought a while back about um, parts of a cycle, and kind of standardizing them in some fashion. So, in other words, you look at a Roku like this and trying to figure out. Yeah, it's not super great. I agree. I still got it up here, JJ. So you have kind of like your markup, people call it price exploration, whatever you want to call it. Then you have these bases. You have these bases that start to form, and then you have potential bottoming action. Then you have constructive action, like here's some constructive action, and then you have an additional markup phase. These kind of intermediate little bases, whatever these are called. I think there's a way to standardize these, kind of figure out where you're at in the cycle. No, nothing's for sure, but if we're looking at this, looks like we're in this where we found a low, and we are. There we go. So we found a low, and we're kind of rocking back up here. Another thing to mention too that I'll talk about often: these high volume to low volume areas like this. This is a pretty mature stock at this point. A lot of everyone took their positions down here. Now here they're letting it run, but that's not really could be part of larger base dynamics. I think there's definitely something to base dynamics, part of a cycle, base, and volume dynamics, or base dynamics, volume dynamics. Yeah, so accumulation phase. So I think accumulation phase is when you have all this really heavy volume right here in increasing volume, and then it starts to decrease. That's going to be different, different cycle. Accumulation hasn't gone down, but it could be a different part of the cycle. So yeah, this could be like a mid early reversal. Hey, what up, Ellie? Oh, yeah, if you guys want to jump on Discord, I just thought about it right now. I don't have it up right now. I was looking for my glasses. I think we took my glasses, but vacation, but my wife's asleep. I've been looking all over for them, can't find them. All right, so let's check out yes, parts of a cycle, base dynamics, parts of a base. A little bit like Wyckoff. Maybe he's got exactly what I'm looking for. Got to bounce soon? No, that's cool. What you got? ZTNE? ZNTE? ZNTE. Oh yeah, we looked at this already. I saw you mention this in stocks. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't have all the volume because I have my 50 50 average volume here, but I definitely could try to do something, I guess. Back up to 15. So when did I so January of this year? Yeah, January of this year, combined with Embraer unit. Price is 200 million IPO. Okay. Yeah, accumulation distribution is really, yeah, you're right. It isn't very good on Roku. Um, yeah, it's definitely all over the place. Can't argue with that. Corsair continues to sell off this morning, leading our list though. Right blockchain lead most of BTC derivatives as it's trying to deal with this trend line, which I think I'm a little low on. There we go. Okay, so trying to get through the 50 moving average. 2 billion SPAC. What's the market cap on ZNTE? Wish I could put some fundamental stuff up here, such as market cap. Take a look at ZNTE. 290 million. So, geez, yeah, that would put a big. Where do you see that $2 billion SPAC, JJ? Negotiations with Urban Air Mobility Solutions. Is that what it is? LinkedIn. That's a weird place to get that kind of information. That's worth a shot, though. If you're going for 2 billion SPAC, it's almost a 10x. I wonder what the time frame for that is. Let's see if I can just get volume up here real quick. There's a volume subgraph. I don't use it. There we go. Okay, so choppy. Looks like it's been loosely being accumulated, even though price ain't moving. All right, so that's interesting. Definitely above average recently, however. Some options if that thing decides to get up. Buy some super cheap options over here. You buy a 15 going out to January for 5 cents. Oh, not quite 5 cents. Volume is looking better here for ZNT. Looks like it's interesting. All right, so let's take a look at coin done sucking. Well, that'd be interesting. Maybe. Nothing super. It's definitely kind of at a low area. It's found some support at 220, low at 208. Maybe. SKLZ. Uh, Looks like it's headed lower. Eh. Yeah, I guess you're hoping for some type of support right there. Yeah, I think coin's still too early. Not a big fan of not a big fan of this. I mean, I do like that's a good candle breaking above the 200 and the 50 day. So there's your 50 day, there's your 200. Actually gapped above that, kind of closed right on it, gapped above it. So that's good. So from pulling back to that area, I'm not too mad about that. You have to hold that for a little bit. Um, Accumulation distribution, not super hot though, JJ. Not super hot. Moderna? Oh yeah, they're moving lower as well. Volume a little bit elevated today. They were stable earlier, not so stable right now. And they found chips in the vaccine. Microsoft stock would be up. Tesla's pretty stable in this area. Volume drifted away, those would go higher. That's a little bit ominous. But Moderna, still above the breakout point. So it looks a little scary, but I don't think a whole lot to do. Again, talking about volume cycles, you got high volume right there. Bought a bunch of ZNTE. I'm not mad. Yeah, if they're trying to, I mean, SPACs are still pretty big. That's, I mean, it's a good area to start accumulating if you're, looking for that big run up. I mean, if they're going to do a $2 billion SPAC at only $200 million company, um, yeah, I think it could do something. You've got, move up to 15 here. I probably maybe just rather go deeper in the money and pay $5 for a $5 call. You're already sitting at 10. So it's basically getting like a 50% discount. Goes to 15, you're up 200%. That's some fairly simple math. Hopefully past 15, right? That's the hope. Yeah, you got actually if you think it's going to go back to 15 from 10, which it could if it does something, but that could take a while. Take to January. And it looks like the 10 gets you 426%. That's also your biggest gainer. That's not bad. Maybe worth a position. All right, let's take a look at the ones down low. And Moderna leading that list to the downside here. MVIS, which has been a bit all over the place. Solo, trying to get through the 200. So far unable to do so. Roblox, I do like Roblox. I mean, that was a really, really good move up there from 73 up to, looks like 103. About a 50% move, give or take. Oh, I guess only 35%, but still a good move. And small consolidation, maybe coming back to the 83s as volume decreases. Accumulation distribution is really good on this. I think that looks good. Yeah, look at NIO during the vacation. It was looking really nice. Yeah. Yeah, right? That looks great. Accumulation distribution super stable. Very much like Tesla, actually. Tesla's accumulation distribution, I believe, is in new highs. Must have been another one then. Okay, so it's not in new highs. I take that back. But yeah, NIO does look really good here. Yeah, a little bit late for NIO, but it could still start to trend. Maybe a oh, it's getting a really good volume this morning. Yeah, so there's Tesla and there's NIO definitely getting up before Tesla. Yeah, it's in a pretty good place on the base too. Patience wasabi. Yeah, it could pop up to 60 and then just chill all year. And NIO under 30 looks like that ain't happening. SI and AQB? I did. I did. Yeah, SI has been underperforming some of the other BTC derivatives for sure. Now, it is on a little bit of a discount, kind of coming back down towards the 100 level currently. Now, if you look at, you have to look at some fundamental metrics. I think this thing has got really, really overheated, coming down from 10 up to 200, with earnings going from 30 cents to only 55. So it's a little bit interesting. We have to hold this one for the rest of the year or so. It doesn't look like it wants to get up like the rest of them. But, I mean, look at your volume here. It's absolutely spectacular at the lows. Can't argue a whole lot with that. JJ's accumulation distribution is looking pretty good. Very stable up here, even as this thing corrects over 50%. So SI, longer term is probably okay, but its earnings are going to have to catch up. If the earnings can't catch up, I'm not sure if the stock can can keep going. Earnings generally drive the price of a stock. So unless you get, more crazy Bitcoin stuff going on, you get Bitcoin up towards 100K, SI won't be able to hold back. So it's got a couple things going forward, a couple things not. But yeah, I mean, it's a bank doubling earnings, year over year. So going from 23 to 55, that's pretty good. But it's just, this run was just so huge. And it looks like it just take off. But yeah, this volume down here is pretty impressive. You just have to hold this for a while, I think, if you like it. And then AQB. Right, is that it? Yeah. Yeah, so we talked about this one. Muhammad was talking about this one. It's down near decent support levels. You see this red line on the weekly going all the way back. It's kind of down near that line. That's a fairly natural support, and it looks like it's seeing some of that support. So again, also patience. This one just, I don't know all the fundamentals behind this thing, but looks like you do get some earnings. Improving. You only lost 6 cents over here. Maybe they'll be profitable in the short-term future. But yeah, just more patience, and could just drift sideways. You never know. There's no intermediate term key level here is about the 825. We're well below that at 635. Could do anything under here for however long with this kind of really low volume. And until volume starts to pick up. So we are above the 50-day, which is good. Need to get above the 200-day, which we're trying to loosely fight with right now. Get above the moving averages, start to curl up. That would be good. Yeah, AQB is a tiny stock, so it's just one of those that's, I mean, it's either going to do really good for it like it did here, but the whole market was doing good here. Here, it's definitely more of a stock picker's market. Not everything is going to run So you could see something like AQB just go sideways unless it has, something fundamentally going on. Chow, you out of here, JJ? NIO pump every earnings? A little bit. Negative 23. They've actually been negative 23. The earnings are fairly consistent. They lose a little bit or make a little bit. Negative 33, negative 39, negative 23, positive 15, negative 12, negative 14, negative 23. So they're not blowing the earnings apart yet either. But yeah, that accumulation phase looks like is done over here. But yeah, I think NIO definitely interesting. Done correcting and getting ready for a new bull run. I hope so. I don't think it's going to be as spectacular as the last one or two, but I think, yeah, I think we've already started it. Nvidia is kind of leading the way in terms of leadership. I think you've got Nvidia, one of the only, like if you look at the big caps, um, not everything's doing. Apple really sideways. I think is good. It's not selling off. That larger head and shoulders not dropping away. Microsoft has kind of stalled in its uptrend, but it hasn't dropped at all. Very, very stable up here. And then you've got Amazon, also very, very stable. Maybe starting to curl up. Looks a little bit like Nvidia, actually. Although we had this larger drop here on Nvidia. But Amazon looking a little bit like Nvidia. I think it maybe could be starting to head in the right direction again after this longer consolidation. We'll see. It hasn't broken out yet. It's a little bit dangerous, but most of these do appear to be fairly stable, ready to kind of pop up. Crypto holding hands with the general market. There's going to be a little bit of that for sure. I mean, stability is good. Bitcoin is getting more stable. Obviously, I think just as of just today, I haven't really looked at the Bitcoin chart that much. Yeah, so we popped up here, better volume. Actually moved into we had a follow through day while I was gone. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, we finally broke up from my 39,081, trying to move. So there's your follow through day on BTC right there. And we're trying to move up from that. Volume is pretty good here. Um, I got too many damn indicators. Yeah, so accumulation. Yeah, there's 3 pocket pivots on the 2-hour. Accumulation distribution going into highs. Really? What the hell? Start blowing them up or something, man. That's bullshit. I can't have that. Oh, I got a MACD down here. Yeah, so I think Bitcoin's full steam ahead. Crypto's getting good. Um, I think a lot of these, they're just gonna start popping off one by one. It it's just not happening fast at all. How's DraftKings doing? Yeah, I think there's a lot of good out there. Yeah, there's Riot Blockchain taking after BTC a little bit quicker than most of them. Corsair continuing the sell off from the pop on some news today. GBTC. SI is probably one of the most underperforming ones today in terms of all the BTC derivatives, especially recently. But this is not a BTC derivative. It's a bank, so I would argue it's super overpriced for a bank. Crocs. I was looking at a Crocs trade, but Crocs is looking spectacular at 5% today. Let's look at it on IBD. I'll just look at it here actually. That chart is spectacular on Crocs. 6 billion market cap. You got 174 EPS this year. Past 5 EPS 40%. Sales 63%. Jesus. Super, super good right there. Looks like it's breaking out from a little base. Let's take a look at the accumulation distribution going hog wild, new highs. Can't argue with that. I think Crocs is doing great. It's like it's taking another quicker leg up. Question is how far, how fast. Look at these nice sideways bases here too. No pullbacks at all. And volume is spectacular. This could keep going. Oh, is it Binance.com or Binance US? I want to post something on Reddit or something. All right, so 150 will get it here by September. And I do have September 17th. Oh, you never used a VPN, did you? I think I asked you once. You're like, nah, I've been good. Yeah, I gotta use it. They've been shouting it from the rooftops, man. I'll be careful with that. All right, so Crocs is doing good. Russian dial-up. Yeah, I'm sure the CIA loves VPNs. They're like, oh, just send us all your traffic. Thank you. But they're not selling that information to Binance and stuff. So, tis what it is. All right, EXPI 4%. Looking good. Roku 3.5. Looking good. And then let's go back to Crocs, which is really on a league of its own. All right, I think I may try one of these. Actually, yeah, the 110 for September looks pretty good. It's just a 150 price target. As long as it holds that trend line. And volume looks excellent on this. So I can't argue with that too much. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that. Crocs looks good. Okay, not bad liquidity wise. Okay. All right. Coin looks good again. We'll just keep every hour. Let's keep going back and forth. Keeps looking good is Roku. Did I get Crocs up here? Okay, I did get Crocs up there. Still don't have anything on Roku. I do like Roku though. Here's one with some decent earnings here. -13 to 9 cents to 50 cents. Like it's starting to hit its stride, I think. Which would be super good. And so Hopefully getting back to the high at about 480. Question is by when. I agree with JJ. The accumulation distribution isn't spectacular. Question is that a reason not to take a trade? Oh, it's actually, may not look spectacular, but it actually hasn't, looks like that's the high. Yeah, I definitely think it would like to curl up. I still a new tool, so it's hard to say if this is a big negative or not. Obviously, these volumes are hard to, you're not going to get these volumes back. So I don't know, but you've definitely been accumulating through here. So there's your high, and we don't have a new high. Looks like it's moving in the right direction. Also by 917. In January, looking at 100%. That you're looking at 2, which is pretty good. At 360. Let's go take a look at coin. Oh yeah, coin does look good again, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's still early for me at least. Although, curls up and hits the line, then retreats. It's not really at the line yet. I think that's still early. Your low volume's good though. It's not great, but it's pretty good. You've been pretty low volume since then. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too great, but not too bad. So there's your bottom. Yeah, it looks like we could be trying to curl up. Can't be too mad at that. All right, blockchain 19.5%. Popping up here. Doing pretty good. Corsair still selling off. Inside the VIX. Ox Space. Oh, Space. Fairly consistent with its recent uptrend. Look at that. A little bit of a bull flag. That could start to go. Litecoin, NFE, Fastly. The hell's Fastly do? That's good looking Roku again. There's your square, Ellie. You still got that sell that put in there. Venator. Alrighty, XPI taking a little bit of a break. Triple U. Zixi. This one's interesting. Definitely hit a low point here. YY Workhorse. There's AQB. Not looking too bad. Still needs to move. ACMR. So put in NVIDIA. I thought it was Square. You were doing something like your friend was doing, like selling puts and rolling them or something. Cena. New high in accumulation distribution. Adobe. Bam. Wow. Wow. Jeez. Inverted head and shoulders, small cup and handle, whatever you want to call it. And good volume right before earnings, bouncing from almost 10% here. It's pretty good. CRM looks like it's trying to do the same thing. Look how flat the accumulation distribution is here for that. And a little bit of downtrend here for CRM. Oh yeah, you're doing the sell the call thing, right? Yeah. Not sell puts, sell calls. AI, not bad. Really heavy volume without really going anywhere. That's not a good sign. HubSpot, Workhorse. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of stock work to do, I think. XPEB. Remember we talked about it down here under the trend line? I should have bought that. I like that. STEM. Okay, okay. What is this? We've seen it before. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this isn't a new high. Um, before the prices on the accumulation distribution. I think we loosely talked about this. I think this is interesting from that perspective. STEM to supply smart energy storage service to Atlas Power America, Massachusetts storage project. So they're doing, are they like batteries or something? That's pretty cool. Software. No income? Let's go check them out. AI driven energy storage. The hell does that even mean? Offer businesses, utilities, and project developers exceptional service backed by industry's best software. Still don't know what they do. Open underwear. STEM University to sell more energy storage. These are the companies that are really successful because I have no idea what the fuck they do. Like, I don't know what you do, STEM. AI driven energy storage. What does that even mean? Automated savings and a sustainable. Okay, sustainable grid. Has operated the world's largest direct digitally connected energy storage network for over a decade, help hundreds of customers achieve revenue and sustainability goals while building a cleaner, more resilient grid. Hmm. Which one of these should we look at? Better savings, Intercontinental Hotels. Let's take a look at this one. 10-year savings, 84,000. Nothing. Hotel relies on energy intensive systems, HVAC elevators, laundry equipment to meet guest needs. Simultaneously, systems produce large energy spikes that can dramatically increase monthly bills. Prior to installing STEM system, which was what? What did they install? Demand charges amount to 30 to 40% of electricity cost, no doubt. Energy efficiency measures cannot address hotels' peak demand charges. Real-time energy use display through STEM's PowerScope software revealed multiple solar energy management company. Okay, just say energy management. Actually installed these systems. Energy. Okay, they do storage too. STEM's energy storage automatically deployed to decrease expensive spikes, and the ICSF engineering team leverages PowerScope software to know precisely when to trigger the startup of other devices. Okay, cool. Load management. So it's energy management with their own battery backup, is what it is. Yeah. Okay. I actually know this vertical. Short university to store more energy. Use STEM students to harvest energy of their brains, matrix style. Each block contains 3 to 10 nerds. I'm not sure that's going to work so well. We'll see. Atlas Power America, that was 4 days ago. Cohen Investor Conference. Holy Cross Energy. So, yeah, this is an energy management company. Price action is not too bad on them. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. I'll add it. Whoops. I'll add it. We'll see. Not bad. I was gonna go all in on it, but I just decided not. Just right now, decided not to. 10 smart. You don't need a nerd for that. I'm a nerd and I don't even do that. All right, Roku coming off a little bit. Oh, there you go. Actually, you don't even need nerds for that. You could just do AI. Just pump in buzzwords and it just pulls out sentences. Yeah. Pump in buzzwords, it pulls out sentences. That's all. That's all. Corsair, man. Nothing but selling off this morning. Look at that volume. Jeez. All right, VIX is going lower. I think I'm going to bounce here in a little bit, guys. Rewalk not looking too bad, Ellie. That volume has dried up significantly. We're chilling at the 2. We just broke through the 2 today. That's looks like garbage on the accumulation distribution though. You had to bounce 20 minutes ago? Why didn't you? It's been a while. All right, I think I'm going to bounce, guys. Kids are getting up. Go see what they're up to, take a break, and I'll do the crypto show later. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow or on the crypto show later.